Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are 30 minutes northwest of Austin, Texas, showcasing the amazing Rollinghill floor plan by the Toll Brothers. Behind me stands a 4-bed, 4.5-bath home that's just shy of 5,000 square feet and nothing short of a masterpiece. This here is a modern farmhouse, and you're going to see exactly why it's called that. Follow me. Immediately when you walk in, I always like to save the best for last, but this here is the absolute gem of the floor plan. Check out this grand foyer space with 20-foot ceilings that truly give the home a very luxe and upscale feel. First, we will begin our tour in the home office. Check it out. Very spacious, very elegant. Definitely, if you are buying one of these houses, you must have a home office, either to do some reading in or to close some deals at. We're going to have a front-facing view in this floor plan for the office, which gives you a lot of natural light, and having the exterior view, in my experience with home offices, has always made me much more productive. I want to point your attention to these separate floating shelves. Things like this, because it's a model unit, are going to be upgrades you can have done, but are not necessarily going to be things that the builder themselves might be willing to do. However, there's a lot of connections that I, as a real estate agent, have in the Austin market. So if you see anything in this video that you want to put in your home, we can get it done. Here in the foyer, some details I want to point out to you. First and foremost, check out this board and batten accent wall throughout the entire build. Definitely a very tedious process to get that done, but worth every ounce of effort. Amazing artwork is going to be found throughout the entire home. The stagers definitely knocked it out of the park with this one, guys. Some other details that are wonderful are going to be these stairs. It's not quite black. It's like a charcoal gray for the stair riser, which is the vertical part. And then the tread is going to be this hardwood that very closely matches the beams overhead, really tying in the aesthetic of this entire room. There's also this massive chandelier with a candlestick frame that really gives it that farmhousey vibe. Another cool detail that I really like that they did are these windows. It's very popular nowadays in 2025 to have windows without the actual framing. So this is really nice to see them come back, and it really adds to the farmhouse aesthetic. Some other details, you hear that? Solid metal. None of that cheap wood stuff here by the Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers in particular are one of the more premium builders here in the Travisso neighborhood, which is where we're at, just northwest of Austin in Leander, Texas. The formal dining area, this home is just shy of 5,000 square feet. So definitely if you have friends and family that want to meet up somewhere, it's probably going to be at your house for Thanksgiving, Super Bowl, and any other holidays that you and your loved ones like to celebrate. Here we have a very large rectangular table that does not crowd this room. So ample options and space for all of your loved ones. One cool detail about this room is going to be the coffered ceiling, which is that bump up. As you can see, it's got this wooden exposed beam, as well as this wallpaper. Wallpaper being one of the only things, you guys, in this whole floor plan that you would have to put in yourself, and the builder would not be doing themselves personally. Another key detail I want to point your attention to are the floors. Throughout this entire home, there's going to be different options of flooring. Of course, if you build from the ground up, you can choose what kind of floor you want to put in. This here is going to be that hardwood. There's also going to be tile flooring that's an option. So if you have questions about this floor plan and you really liked it, definitely reach out to me, because I can give you all the different options and help you make those decisions. So far, we've seen the home office right when we walked in, and now we saw the formal dining area, as well as this very large foyer space, which is truly the defining characteristic, if you will, of this floor plan, the Rollinghill by the Toll Brothers, this double staircase, underneath which we're going to have a ton of storage. Check this out. This is just one of the many closets you have in this floor plan. So if you have a growing family, if you need somewhere to stuff that massive Christmas tree, there you go. Or maybe your husband's acted out of line, throw them in there. This here is a wine room, which is a upgrade you can totally get done. It's going to have this metal door, which is doing its job, keeping this out. It's locked, but check it out really quick, you guys. Very elevated and very nice. Okay, now my favorite part of this floor plan is going to be not a living room, but the great room. Check this out. There is a 20-foot ceiling height in this room, just like the foyer, and it's going to have a lot of different features that really draw the eye. First and foremost is this chimney here with a mantle and a tile that goes all the way up to the ceiling. Definitely a very popular upgrade that buyers that I help move into the Austin area always elect to get done. A lot of people love this floor plan because of the ceiling height here in the living area, and it really makes it feel grand. We even have enough space for additional tables such as this one here, in case you want to just sit back, read a book, or just hang out. Coming this way, we will find ourselves with a pantry, which is also locked. However, it's a full walk-in pantry, very spacious. I personally love cooking, you guys, so this is an amazing setup, just being right next to the kitchen and easy access. Here in the kitchen, the island is massive. There is probably 12 feet by 5 would be my estimate, and 3 separate chandeliers, you guys, pendants coming down onto the island. There's also going to be a smaller, less formal place for you to enjoy meals with your loved ones. We did, if you remember the beginning of the video, see a large dining area. This could be more of a daily use. You know, you have your everyday and then you have your special occasions, right? And once again, wonderful light selection from the Toll Brothers here with this overhang chandelier. In the kitchen, you'll notice this dark cabinetry, which is very, very nicely tied in with the different appliances, which are built in, and it really gives it that seamless, luxurious feel. And this countertop does the same effect. Here in the kitchen, you're going to see this stone. This is called it's a type of quartzite called Taj Mahal, and it's going to run up on the backsplash, as well as having underlit cabinetry, giving it a very premium and tied-in aesthetic. Paired with the flooring, I think it really does that farmhouse vibe of like a moody dark with, you know, some stones that are more cream and then wood tones throughout the home. We have a 6-burner range as well as a overhead vent. And since this is a farmhouse, guys, of course, we have a farmhouse sink. I think the black one is really cool. It's not that common. Most of the time, they tend to be the white farmhouse sinks. One key thing about this kitchen that's very important is the amount of countertop space. There's the entire side here with the range, which has a lot of space already. We're going to have this additional space here with more cabinetry, shaker cabinets. This was that flush inset appliance I was talking about that really blends in with the color scheme of the kitchen. Check this out. There's even more here, more countertop. And this was actually the hallway that connects us from the kitchen over to the formal dining area that we saw when we first walked in. Here we are going to have even more countertop space, glass paneled cabinetry, as well as some really nice under cabinetry as well. So this kitchen is definitely an entertainer's paradise. And when you pair this with the very open great room, it really gives it a very cohesive and inviting atmosphere. Since this is a model unit, as you know the drill, guys, the garage has been converted into a sales office, which is immediately behind this door. Standard in this home is going to be a 3-car garage, so you can put the Ferrari, the Lambo, and maybe the Maserati too. Check out the mudroom section. Travisso has a lot of places to hike, bike, and walk. So this is amazing for whenever you get messy, you can leave that outdoors and not bring it inside. Speaking of making a mess, time to clean up, do some laundry. This is an amazing setup. We have a window, which is an underappreciated feature, I think, oftentimes in laundry rooms. It really gives it some nice character, and who likes doing laundry in the dark? We're also going to have a fully functional sink, as well as an option to put a nice refrigerator in case you have, some additional needs. So that wraps up the great room as well as the kitchen. Now we're going to go ahead and take you to the 2 bedrooms that are downstairs. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this is a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath. This here is the first bedroom. Check it out. One of the key things about this home that you will notice throughout this tour is the fact that all the bedrooms are massive. This is not the master bedroom, but it definitely feels like it. This here is a full-size king bed, and it does not even make the room feel stuffy. There's nice windows facing the backyard, which we're going to show you in just a second. And check out the bathroom. It's going to have this tile that goes all the way up in the shower, as well as a really nice walk-in closet to the right. Following me this way. The backyard on this home is amazing. However, I do want to be very upfront and honest. This is a model unit, so of course, Toll Brothers went ahead and spruced this one up to the very top end, and you'll see exactly what I mean when we step outside. There are so many features to this backyard that really make the home pop and feel luxurious. We are going to have the Texas Hill Country views, which you'll have in your home as well. However, Toll Brothers will not be doing any of this hardscaping or landscaping in the backyard. So everything like this, these metal structures, the gas grill, all the different landscaping, all that will not be an option that Toll Brothers themselves will be doing for you. However, this is evidence and proof that it definitely can be done. Check out that pool. It's actually really nice. I like the blue quite a bit. Following me back into the home, I do want to point attention to the abundance of natural light that you and your loved ones can enjoy if you're moving to Austin, Texas. If you buy one of these homes right here, check it out. 3 paneled sliding glass doors are going to be the standard here. Like I said, Toll Brothers takes design to a whole new height, and this here is no different. One really cool feature that we have not touched on yet is this. Not even sure what you would call this, like a glass paneled bookshelf. Check this out. This door is heavy. It feels premium. And if I had a bunch of cool art, I probably would put it in here. Or if you're like a ex-NBA all-star or gold medalist, put your stuff in there. And even feel the way it closes. Oh my God. Yeah, definitely high-end craftsmanship. Now the moment you've been waiting for. We're heading into the master quarters. First and foremost, first little detail before we get into the master. This is the half bath in the floor plan that we were talking about. It is immediately adjacent to living space, so it's very convenient in case you have guests. They don't have to go into the secondary bedroom and use that restroom. They can use this one right here. It is a half bath, so it more than suits the purpose that it is designed for. Moving on, welcome to the master bedroom where the magic happens. You will indeed have a door on your bedroom if you buy a home from Toll Brothers. This is just a model unit. So for safety reasons, you'll notice all the restrooms and all the bedrooms are not going to have doors. But that is just for the model unit. Just like the other bedroom, this master is absolutely massive, and even more so because it is the master. Quite a palatial room with 2 overhanging pendant chandeliers, as well as 1 access point to the exterior that we just showed you. So if you want to go take a quick dip in your pool, straight from your bedroom, why not? We got 1 access point, 2 chandeliers, and 3 glass paneled windows facing the Texas Hill Country view. Absolutely stunning, very luxe. This is a wood floor, just like the rest of the home. I do want to point your attention to the 6-inch baseboard, which is the standard here with Toll Brothers. And here we are in this like bathroom that honestly is stunning. I love this herringbone tile. We see some more of this Taj Mahal quartzite that was in the kitchen countertops, as well as the backsplash and the sconces once more making a present. We're going to have double vanity, which is quite large and very separated. So it gives you kind of like you're doing your own thing, but you're kind of with your partner. Kind of nice. 3 different mirrors because 2 wasn't enough, and a standalone tub that is quite big. You know, I'm a big dude, 6'4", and I usually don't fit. This one here is pretty spacious. My legs are fully extended. I think it's the first time I've ever fit in a tub in my whole life. Moving forward, Mike, show them this linen storage here. Storage is of absolute importance in this home, and it's really nice to see that they take the time to add those details, as well as really good cabinet design. Speaking of design, this has got to be the biggest toilet closet. It's very wide and very long, so ample space to do your business, as well as a gorgeous, very cozy, kind of like Tulum vibed shower. I like this cream color, very sandy, as well as a whole separate bench and this window, which, you know, just kind of makes it a little steamy up in here, if you know what I mean. Here we have a very spacious closet, well appointed. There's different things I've learned as a guy making these videos. There's these standard length places to put, you know, dress shirts like the one I've got on today. And then there's these longer sections where you can lay dresses. I think this corner here would be for him and the rest can be for her, but it's up to you. Leave a comment below. How would you divide this closet up? So far, I want to do a quick recap. We've looked at the front of the home, the grand entrance, which has that double staircase, which we're about to show you again. The great room, which is exactly that, great. And the kitchen, the pantry area, the first bedroom over there, which has its own ensuite bathroom, perfect for mother-in-law or somebody visiting. And then the master bedroom right here, as well as a half bath. Upstairs, we're going to find 2 more bedrooms and 2 more full bathrooms, as well as a full game room and a media room you're not going to want to miss. So let's head upstairs and check that out. Like we said earlier, these staircases are absolutely impeccably designed, with the riser and the tread having contrasting yet complementary colors. One of the most popular parts and my favorite piece of being upstairs with this design of home is the fact that you can see everything below you, and it really gives a grandiose feel and very airy, open feel to the floor plan. There's going to be nothing on that side. Sometimes there's like a double T where you head upstairs. Everything will be following to my right. First and foremost, we'll check out this bedroom here, which, oh my God, this carpet, you guys, I don't know what Toll Brothers is doing different, but man, is it spongy. It feels like you're walking on like memory foam almost, without it being fatiguing and like sluggish. It's probably one of the best underfoot feeling carpets I've ever felt. And I walk homes all the time, so that's got to mean something. We have these windows facing the front of the home. Again, prioritizing natural light. This here is a very spacious bedroom for a growing family. Check out the bathroom. We're going to have a single vanity and a nice sized closet. Heading back towards the main artery of this hallway, allow me to present to you the next bedroom. Check it out. Also very spacious. Whoever lives in here is quite the nerd, as you can see. They have everything from quadratic formula to point slope intercept and different math stuff. I was actually an engineer before I became a real estate agent, so definitely like seeing that, and the periodic table of elements. Check out the closet. a lot deeper than I expected. This room here would be perfect for a moody teenager with easy roof access to go see their girlfriend or, oh, and even a protractor. Wow, whoever designed this sure is a nerd. Check it out. We have a bathroom that has an interesting design. It's going to be accessible both from the bedroom as well as from the hallway. So if you do have people over in your media room, which we're about to show you, you can lock the bedroom access to the bathroom and have people just come this way. So maintain the privacy and intimacy of your bedroom while still offering the convenience of not having to go downstairs to use the bathroom. Here we have the game room, which is absolutely massive. Look at the scale of this place. It's currently staged with a bunch of furniture. However, if you have young kids in the family, this is a great spot to just keep it open and allow them to make their mess, throw their toys around, have stuff, probably going to be a Lego minefield where you have to walk around and try not to feel the worst pain that exists, which is stepping on Legos. But there is a lot of natural light at least, so if you're in pain, you'll at least do it illuminatedly. 3 different windows, very nice in terms of natural light. Another storage closet. And here is the media room. Wonderfully staged. Check this out. This here is going to be an upgrade, but I think it's worth it. It really ties in that farmhouse feel. Other things I want to point your attention to, there is no window in here. That is on purpose, deliberately designed to keep as much light out as possible. There would be doors here, so don't worry. Just like I said, there are no doors in this home because of the fact it is a model. Here above, you'll notice the cove lighting, which gives it that movie theater feel that we all know and love. So that wraps up the floor plan here at the Rollinghill modern farmhouse from the Toll Brothers. Like we stated, we are 30 minutes northwest of Austin in the Leander neighborhood of Travisso. If you're moving to the Austin area from a different city in Texas or even a different state in the country, definitely reach out to us. We specialize in relocations. I have been a real estate agent here in Austin for many years. I'd love to help you, just like I've helped many families come to the Austin area. If you found value in this video, share it with a friend who wants to move here, and leave a comment below your favorite part of the floor plan.